already know the drill. We back again with another episode of Buckle Up with the Boys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So strap on your seatbelts, cause it's all pedal to the metal from here. And without further ado, your amazing host, Drew, Billy.
Welcome back to another episode of Buckle Up with the Boys, here with your host, DB, and host Trevor Dinsmore. Trevor, how are you doing again on this rainy Tuesday?
I tell you, Billy, I heard a guy, he made some comments about Indiana football, as impressive as they've been, wanting a home game.
Yeah.
I heard that invitation got lost in the mail. I didn't know who even made the comments. I had to Google the guy. And apparently his name is Curt Cignetti. I don't know.
Okay.
You might have heard of him. I guess he did pretty good at Indiana. Only lost to Ohio State this year. Beat up a bunch of scrubs. But now they have to carry their sorry asses to South Bend come December 20.
Yeah.
Taking on an Irish team that's won 10 straight, my friend.
Yeah. It's going to be something. It's going to be a good game. Yeah. No.
May God have mercy and Notre Dame, our mother, have mercy on your soul, Mr. Curt Cignetti. In all seriousness, no. The release of the college football playoff bracket happened this past weekend, along with some exciting NFL action and obviously the conference championships.
Yep.
My heart rate got a little too high,
yep,
and then a little too low, then a little too high and low again. But that's a good thing. That's what the weekends are for.
Yeah.
So,
no.
And for drinking a little bit of this, garage beer, beer flavored beer. That's the tagline.
Yeah.
Garage beer. If you're out there and if you're watching, I like this stuff. Please sponsor us. Okay.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be absolutely fantastic. But
Yes.
yeah, no, otherwise doing very, very good and excited for a lovely 2 hours with you and our viewers, Mr. Drew Billy.
Yes. No. It's going to be a action-packed episode.
It's going to be a banger.
And then another banger.
After banger.
I believe it's another banger.
A banger.
But no, a lot of news. Stay around for Trevor's segments too. Halfway through the show, it's going to be, they're always action-packed. You're not going to want to miss it. A lot of emotions are sometimes shown. And if you're into that, getting our heart rates up for you, for your pleasure out there in your homes, in your cars, or wherever the hell you are. But anyways, no, Brock Purdy, a third-year quarterback for the 49ers, if you didn't know that, if you're watching, is probably looking to get a long-term contract extension this offseason, Trevor. Are we going to see the numbers that Dak Prescott, Trevor Lawrence, he's been to a Super Bowl. Where are you at with Brock Purdy's contract? Because it's highway robbery, 262 draft pick, and he turned into a guy who
might be the highest paid quarterback in the NFL.
Correct.
No, that'll be interesting. I mean, they do have an out to say that he's worth it, and in that he did make a Super Bowl, and they've had a plethora of injuries this year. They just had another running back go down. I even forget what even his name was. I just know he showed up on the waiver wire report. Hey, pick this guy up, Gary Endo or something.
Yeah,
whatever his name was. And then he got hurt this game, so they're down to their 12th string running back at this point. Plus, Debo's been on and off the field. Ayuk's out all season. Kittle's been on and off the field. I feel like a broken record saying this, but so they have an excuse to give him the record-setting money, right?
Yeah.
But they also have an avenue to perhaps pay a little bit less money. And do you want to know what that avenue is, Billy?
I don't know.
That avenue is Sam Darnold. Darnold, who is leading the Vikings on an impressive 2-loss run so far. If it weren't for the Detroit Lions just absolutely obliterating everybody, it would be Minnesota's division right now.
Yes.
And yes, it does depend on how he can play in December and in the playoffs and clutch time when it matters most. But if you want to save a little change, bring back a guy that Kyle Shanahan kind of groomed and then set free.
Oh, boy. Very good point.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, that's the rumor that I've heard is where is Sam Darnold going to go? Are the Vikings going to sign him with J.J. McCarthy coming back? Do they want Darnold around for a little bit longer to groom J.J. McCarthy a little bit more? Or is Sam Darnold going to do a Baker Mayfield and probably not with the same team, but go earn a nice fat paycheck with another team?
Yeah.
And he already knows Shanahan's system, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you just plug him back into that, only a year removed from it. And you can pay him, dare I say, below what you, well, obviously far below what you would pay Purdy, and potentially below average for that A tier of a quarterback. Because as we've seen with those 49ers, you don't need an A tier quarterback with the weapons that they have and with the coaching staff that they have. So, I don't know. To me, it makes the most sense.
Yeah. Yeah. No. And also Trent Williams being out as well.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
Hall of Fame lineman. But no. Yeah, he's slated to make just $1.1 million in 2025, and then his final payout of his rookie contract's $3.7 million. If you didn't watch us last year, the joke was Al Michaels was making more calling his games than Purdy was playing in the fucking game.
Per week, making more per week
than
Purdy made the whole year. Yes.
So that in itself, but who would have thought a guy drafted at 262 was going to be what he turned out to be, Trevor? That's just the beauty of, I guess, the scripted NFL. But anyways, no, other news. It broke my heart. I watched this game. I felt bad for this guy. Kirk Cousins comes back to Minnesota in a Falcons uniform. He's booed walking on the field.
I didn't like
not
that.
A good spotlight. If you watch the quarterback documentary on Netflix, Kirk Cousins, I think, probably took that more personal than any player would. He's just a nice guy, Trevor.
That's what I'm saying. He's a nice guy, and he was reliable for that Minnesota team for the better part of half a decade.
So I don't know why. I don't know why he got booed. But anyways.
Yeah, he led him to an NFC championship.
Correct. Couldn't get the job done, but
right was more of an empty stats remembered for that than actual win-loss results, especially in the playoffs. But I don't know. To me, he's just like too nice of a guy and has too nice of an attitude to be booed like that. I don't know. I didn't like that from Minnesota fans. And normally I like Minnesota, Skol, Viking. They're up there with the Bills in terms of loyalty of their fan bases.
Yes.
So, but I didn't like that.
No, bad look. But yeah, 2 more interceptions, no touchdown passes from Kirk. 42-21 loss for the Falcons. This is their 4th in a row. I know we talked last week. Are we going to call on Penix? Seen it everywhere.
I literally, yes. I watched a little Rich Eisen clip right before the show here, as I do as I'm preparing.
Yep.
And was one of the things that they brought up. They even brought it up on McAfee. Do they go to Penix? Do they go to the young rookie? That's a dicey situation because you're 6-7 right now. You are 1 game behind Tampa Bay, who won this week. So they're now in first in the NFC South, competing for a playoff spot. And then you throw a rookie in there. If that blows up in your face, the people are going to say, Raheem, what the hell are you doing?
Correct.
That was a stupid move not to leave the veteran in there. And, it could easily blow up in his face is all I'm saying. Or it could provide a spark.
Yeah.
Are they willing to risk it blowing up in their face for that spark, that potential spark? I don't know.
Well, and then so Raheem is interviewed at the end of the game in his presser. He's the quote that little snippet I got here. Everything is always discussed when you go look at the tape. Kirk Cousins is our quarterback. And he's saying he played significantly better than he did the week prior. We'll do whatever is best to win football games. And
that
Kirk
wasn't
is
a high bar, but yeah.
And Kirk is definitely a part of that.
Yes, yeah.
No, he's dedicated to Kirk. Sure, but
I know
the owner, the GM say, hey, man, we can't go on a 5 fucking game skid here. while trying to get into playoffs.
No, I know, man.
It's a disaster.
Who do they got this week?
Fuck. Let me look here.
I tell you what, I'll pull it up. Week 15. Here we go. Falcons. They got the who?
Raiders.
On Monday Night Football, no less. Ooh. I mean, you want
this one, Trevor.
I was going to say, you want to talk about a trap game for a bubble team. There you go. Atlanta's only favored by 5 in that. And I know now Desmond Ridder is starting that game for the Raiders, I believe.
You can't lose to Desmond Ridder, Kirk. You can't. We need to get him a sports psychologist and talk to him. I don't know if it's the Achilles injury from last season that's fucking him up, or it's just the scheme. I don't know.
I'm not sure. I'd have to be watching these Falcon games to kind of give it a bit of an eye test, but honestly, I don't know. I only know the stats, and the stats are what they are. No touchdowns, 8 interceptions in his last 4 games, all losses.
It's just sad to me.
I believe 1 or 2 of those was a division loss as well. Yeah, Saints. Lost to the Saints.
Yeah. I mean, they gave the Steelers a run for their money in the opener. I'm not going to lie. Kirk didn't look bad.
No, he didn't look bad. It was just the generational defense that the Steelers have and the generational talent that's on that side of the ball for us that overcame. And obviously, Boswell nailing 6 field goals. For the first time this season, he did it again.
Yes. Yeah. No, but no, we're thinking of Kirk, and hopefully he can figure it out, because you lose the Raiders. That's, I think, might be the nail in the coffin. I'm not going to lie.
I was going to say, they have games in front of them that they can win. They have the Raiders, Giants, Commanders, and Panthers left. Although Commanders and Panthers, they could give you a run for their money. You have to win these next 2.
Yeah.
This is do or die. And who do you trust in a do or die scenario in this league in December? Generally, you go with the veteran, the guy that's been here before, the guy that's dealt with adversity for a long time.
Yeah.
You go with Kirk Cousins. Yes, you have to make some adjustments, whether it's with Kirk psychologically or strategically, whatever it is, you got to figure it the hell out right now.
Yeah. And we didn't, and I got to say this, and then we'll move on. I don't want to stay on it too long, but Kevin O'Connell, he is the quarterback whisperer.
Oh, yes.
I have to say that. And
yes.
Maybe Kirk's missing that. I don't know.
We thought Adam Gase was that, Adam Gase was that for a while. You can definitively say Kevin O'Connell. I would dare I say coach of the year. He's up there.
He is.
A lot of good candidates for that award this year. But in my mind, he's right up there with Sean Payton and Mike Tomlin.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And I would say Mike Tomlin's up there because of the decision to go to Russ.
A lot of shit was given, even for me. Was a little pissed
on this show. Yes, on this show.
I have to be truthful. That. Yes, but again,
anyway, going on tangents. But
good
for the Vikings. 6-1 at home, 11-2 overall. Like I said. Kind of chilling in that 5 spot right now in the NFC playoffs, only because of Detroit.
Yeah. But moving over, I'm very fearful of this guy. We're going to be facing him this week. Saquon Barkley breaks the Philadelphia Eagles. First time in their uniform this season, Trevor breaks the goddamn franchise record. Single season rushing record.
Yeah.
With the 22-16 win over the Panthers. He totaled his total now for the season's 1,623, and Shady McCoy's record was 1,607, set in 2013. So you see what running back needs. They need a good offensive line. We're seeing that firsthand, and hopefully the Steelers are able to shut that down. But you got to give props to Saquon getting the hell out of that negative situation, Trevor, and going to the Eagles, and you're seeing what he can do. What we saw at Penn State.
100%. It's all about situations with guys. You get in the right situation with the right coach and the right fan base, dare I say. And, well, honestly, it's the team that he grew up watching, was his favorite football team growing up in State College, was the Eagles.
Yep.
So living out a dream and doing it in potentially record-setting fashion. I know he's on pace for, I think it's 21-22.
Yep.
And the record being from Dickerson, 21-05.
Yep.
I did hear that, well, if the Eagles are kind of locked into where they are playoff-wise, that they might sit guys in the last week. But here's the situation with Saquon is they play the Giants.
You can't sit him.
That's what I'm thinking as well. So some people are saying bring the projection down to 16 games rather than having that extra 17th game. I'm like, he's probably going to play that game.
It would be a Sirianni move to sit him.
It would be a Sirianni move to sit him. Yes, but I have a feeling that they're going to have a very civilized discussion behind closed doors, obviously.
Yep.
And Saquon's going to say, if you take me out of this game, I will ransack your office. Proverbially, metaphorically speaking,
right?
He's going to flip shit. He's going
to. I'm not saying
he'll throw a temper tantrum. He's not that type of guy, but he's not going to be an angry person. But if he is the type of guy to take that anger and use it on the field for the playoffs, then maybe that's what you do. I don't know.
Yeah. No. I think it's, and I'm not saying he can't do it next year, Trevor, but you never know with guys. You're right fucking there. Why not go for it? I mean, what the hell? Just give him a chance.
It might depend on how close he is too. I mean, if he stalls in these next couple of games, Steelers and Commanders
against the Steelers.
Yeah, that's. I mean, we got a pretty good rush defense, Billy. So Cam Hayward and Benton and Ogunjobi been clogging up the holes, man. So
yep.
But, it could hopefully slow him down. But this is the only time I want Saquon slowed down is when
No, he means a lot to the league, and he's a good guy, and he does it right.
And as a Penn State fan, love that man. Love that man.
Yeah.
A lot of good memories.
But switching over to Kansas City Chiefs, me and Trevor were watching this over PlayStation Party. They skate by some fucking how again on a banked field goal.
Yep.
19-17 against the Chargers.
Yep.
And now we get to hear this whole week that they won the AFC West for the 9th time in a row.
Yep.
Feelings on this? Are we confident in the Chiefs going into the playoffs here that they can barely skate by some of these teams?
I will paraphrase one of my favorite WWE tag teams of all time in saying that the Chiefs are bound to get exposed. And if you're not down with that, I got 2 words for you. And it's not what you think it is.
Yep.
2 words, Christmas Day.
Yep.
Christmas
Very excited.
Day. The Grim Reaper's coming.
15 days. Very excited.
And that's the bottom line because I said so.
Very good. Very good. No, they're escaping by. It drives me nuts. It just pisses me off. But happy for Matt Wright to get that opportunity to do that.
Yes.
He played for the Steelers as well.
It's the only guy I'm happy for, really.
Yeah. I could give a shit. Patrick Mahomes.
Well, Andy Reid. I do love Andy Reid. He's just,
Yeah. We getting there with them, with the Patriots? They're getting there for me.
Yeah, they're pretty damn close. Honestly, they might be more annoying in the fact that, especially this year, they do keep escaping by. But not only that, you have Kelsey and Taylor Swift, you have Mahomes in these various documentaries, and his wife and brother, and everything going on outside of football with this team and the individuals involved with it. It gets to be overbearing. We didn't really have that with the Patriots.
No, I don't think they would allow it.
It was
Bill.
No, that's what I mean. Patriot way, right? They kept it on the field, kept it about business, which, and Tom Brady later said, wish I would have had a little bit more fun, but business won him 6 world titles.
Correct.
So,
it is a total different atmosphere in Arrowhead than it was in Gillette with Bill Belichick. Do your job and shut the fuck up.
That's right. That's right.
There was no TikTok. There was no. But anyways, switching over as well, Josh Allen puts up a hell of a game. Trevor falls short to the Rams. Buffalo Bills 44-42. Watch the game. Heartbreaker. Josh does another Josh Allen thing, has 3 passing touchdowns, 3 rushing touchdowns in a single game. First player.
And there is another prop bet for him to do that exact same thing. Let me pull up the odds for that real quick while you're rattling your stuff off. Go ahead.
No, you're good. I can't believe they keep fucking doing that. But anyway, someone's putting that bet in. But Allen threw for 340.
Someone is. We know somebody that is.
But Allen threw for 342, including 3 touchdown strikes, 41, 51, and 21 yards, and rushed for 82 yards, including 3 one-yard touchdown runs. But they still suffered the loss. I don't know. I still believe in this team. I'm not concerned about him, Trevor, but what do you think here?
Before I get into analyzing the game, that prop, Josh Allen, 3+ rushing, 3+ passing, plus 40,000. You can bet here. Let me bet $1 and see what that would get me. That would give me $400. I can bet $1 on that and potentially get 400.
Let it ride.
And then as you keep adding zeros, it just keeps getting better and better. With $100, or it says max wager $100. Nah, damn it. So you could win $40,000 if you max wager $100 on that.
Damn.
That'd be kind of cool. Yeah. That'd be kind of cool. I'd probably, I don't know, I'd pursue some passion projects at that point. Liquidate, obviously pay the taxes on it, and then pursue some passion projects.
Yeah.
But likewise, Matthew Stafford, very impressive as well. And both teams, no turnovers. No turnovers.
Mm-hmm.
No sacks. No sacks in this game. Only 4 successful punts in this game, 2 per side. And obviously the Rams had that blocked punt in the second quarter, I believe it was.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think here. 7 out of 10 drives in the second half, touchdowns.
Jesus Christ.
Crazy as hell, right?
Yeah.
Crazy as hell. But Stafford, he himself, 322 touchdowns and had a 97.6 quarterback rating. Pretty good for him, considering, he tends to give the ball away a little bit. He always gives his team a chance, but there's that history with the interceptions.
Mm-hmm.
Did not show up in this game. So good on him. Good on him. Only on top of the no sacks in this game, only 4 tackles for a loss in this game. So only 4 plays in this game went for a loss. Story of the game really for the Rams, Puka, 12 for 162, a late fourth quarter touchdown. He also had a rushing touchdown, which was subsequently answered. That answered that 41-yard Ty Johnson touchdown, which was right after the Hunter Long blocked punt. So you had the Hunter Long blocked punt, the Ty Johnson 41-yarder, and then the Puka rushing touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
Kupp also had, Cooper Kupp, 5 for 92. He had a touchdown. 4 Bills receivers went for 50-plus yards. Shakir, Cooper, Hollins, and obviously Ty Johnson. 3 of those guys had touchdowns, Shakir, Hollins, and Johnson. Cooper also had 6 catches for 95 yards, so he didn't have a bad day either.
No.
But really, what this game kind of came down to, and this is what forced the Bills to score 21 points in the fourth quarter, time of possession.
Mm-hmm.
Time of possession in this game. 38-30 to 21-30 in favor of the Rams. So a full 17 minutes more. That's more than a quarter more time of possession for the Rams. Just classic. How do you beat the Bills? You control the clock. You keep Josh Allen. Back in the day, they kept Jim Kelly on the sideline. You keep Josh Allen on the sidelines, not affecting the outcome of the game. And Bills, with the absence of Rasul Douglas for a good chunk of that game, gave up 11 third down conversions on 15 attempts and gave up 1 fourth down conversion on the Rams' lone attempt. And then, like I said, special teams, Hunter Long blocking that punt, taking it back, really got the crowd into the game, really got the Rams into the game. And shot off some great balls of fire for the rest of the game. So
yeah.
that was a fun watch. It was tough to keep up with it. It was like watching tennis, up, back and forth, or track meet, if you will.
Yeah.
Fun, anxious, I assume, especially for Taylor.
Yeah.
But
Jesus. Fun. We're looking down.
Oh yeah, mood swings. Yep. Take
so
pop a couple zins in, calm the fuck down.
Well, here's the thing, and I think if anybody watched that, again, it was fun to, well, not fun for her, but it was to see a coach on the Rams side, Sean McVay, how good he was with the clock management at the end there, Trevor. Okay, fuck. We'll get it down. Timeout. Or no, not timeout. Or was it a timeout? I think he did do it. Yeah, he did do a timeout and then punted it.
Yeah.
Sky ball, game's over. And she's like, what the fuck?
There was like 7 or 8 seconds left. Just
fucking hang time, buddy.
Booted it through the end zone, but it didn't matter.
No. So watching a coach handle the clock like that was cool to watch, but it pissed me off at the same time because it's like, fuck, damn.
A little bit of a palate cleanser, but the palate cleanser like a straight shot of Jim Beam because it was for the other coach.
Yeah. Yes. It was like a Bill Belichick move. He would do that shit back in the day. It's like, what the fuck? Found a loophole or you find this or whatever. But no, smart coaching.
Exceptionally smart. Absolutely.
Let's not freak the fuck out. All right. Bills fans need to calm the fuck down. Okay. You guys are in a good spot. Your division is shit. You're fine.
No, I was going to say they were the first to clinch a division this year. Did it even before Kansas City, so they're fine. They're fine, and many still considering them to be the greatest threat to the Chiefs, which makes sense. They beat the Chiefs. It's a lone loss. So
no. But switching over here to Steelers against the Browns. It was a hell of a game. Steelers win 27-14. But I just want to hear Trevor's take on what he saw during that game, how we're improving and what have you.
Yeah, no, sounds good. Obviously, without George Pickens in this game due to a hamstring injury, so it took the Steelers a little while to get started. But when we finally did, scored a couple touchdowns in the second half. Russ threw 2, one to Van Jefferson, one to Pat Freiermuth in the second half, which both fantastic plays by Russell Wilson, both on the run too, from what I remember. I believe he hit Van on like an out route, and he hit Muth on like a seam route, and that just whipped the crowd into a frenzy. It was absolutely beautiful. But I will say, Myles Garrett, we got to start shutting him down in the future. He wrecked some more havoc. I can't remember if he got credit for the forced fumble, but I know he recovered the fumble off of Cordero. So he also had a sack and hit Russ 3 times. So we got to keep him from getting in the backfield. Obviously, easier said than done. And after the sack, he did a little one of these, and he told the crowd to quiet down. While you're down 2 touchdowns. So keep it up, my friend.
Yeah.
Running game, steady as usual. Najee had 53 yards and a touchdown. Warren had 47 yards, was a nice spark plug, provided some key chunk plays on some key downs, basically throughout the game. He also had 2 catches for 25 yards. And the story of the day, really, in this game is turnovers.
Yeah.
Steelers won that battle 3-1. Obviously, Jameis throwing the 2 picks, and Kadarius Toney. Can we talk about Kadarius Toney for a second? He throws it at Skoranek. Then the very next punt that he has the opportunity to receive, I think it was the next punt, but later in the fourth quarter, goes right through his arms, muffs it, and who jumps on it but number 15, Ben Skoranek. And then he gets to shove it right back in Kadarius Toney's face to seal the game, no less. Fantastic stuff. So opportunistic turnovers. Jameis had the Browns were driving, and there was a little anxiety there for a little bit because the Browns were driving. They were at around the 30-yard line of the Pittsburgh Steelers, down by those 2 touchdowns still. And then all of a sudden, Jameis throws a pick to James Pierre, overthrows Elijah Moore when he had a couple of guys open, underneath. I think it was Jerome Ford and maybe another guy within about 5 yards. Obviously, Steelers just chilling back in zone. Jameis goes for the deep shot, basically ends the game right then and there. But yeah. And then on the earlier interception, Jameis threw, Najee scored a touchdown after a 30-yard drive. So points off turnovers, big part of this game. Just as well, the return of Alex Highsmith, another big part in this game. He had a sack and he had 2 tackles for loss just as well. Hayward had 2 sacks. Cam Hayward. He's been big Cam. He's been doing it in the run and the pass game lately. Early on in the season, it was run game. Game. And now he's starting to get to the quarterback too. He's doing it all in his 13th year.
Yeah.
Pretty amazing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Elliott and Queen, they both hit double-digit tackles, which, how about a pickup for Elliott? That was hell of a pickup for the Steelers. He's proven very valuable.
Oh, God, yeah.
I say it every single week.
Yes.
Steelers also kept their penalties down, had 6 for 61. Cleveland had 9 penalties for 81 yards, and a lot of that was Steelers Nation showing up, keeping things disruptive for the Browns offense. A lot of pre-snap penalties for them.
Yep.
So turnovers, penalties, we kept those in line, made plays when we had to. Wasn't overly electrifying like that Bengals game, but it doesn't need to be. And here's the thing. The Steelers have won all sorts of ways this season. You want to play bully ball? We'll play bully ball. We're very good at playing bully ball and defense. Done that many times this season, more times than we've had to outscore, quote unquote, outscore opponents. But we can do that too if we want. Yep. Russ can throw the deep ball. I mean, granted, Pickens probably has to be in there for us to score 44 again. Get well soon. I know he's out for Philly, but get well soon, please.
Yeah.
But no, we can outscore guys. We can play bully ball. We can have a little, just kind of a middling game, but we find ways to win. We find ways to win because we have fantastic special teams. Danny Smith, they always show Danny Smith. He's the best cut. He's the best coach cut in the league. I swear to God, because it doesn't matter. They always cut to him, and he's always like pounding his fist, and he's got a big fucking wad of gum.
Yep.
The double bubble. He's single-handedly keeping double bubble in business.
Yes.
Good special teams. Great kicker. Best in the league. Who would rank at the top of other positions in fantasy? I think he'd be like wide receiver 6 or some bullshit.
Yep.
Utterly insane what he's doing this season. Obviously, the great defense and an opportunistic offense.
Yeah.
We're good in all 3 phases, my friend.
Yeah. No. And I'll say this, just 2 points. 3. I'm always fucking long-winded. This is the most complete Steelers team I've seen, Trevor.
Ever?
In my opinion.
Ever.
It's getting there.
I was going to say, recency bias is probably taken over here because the last 5, 6, 7, 8 years have not been too kind.
Now, just looking back, though, it's like Ben time, with the fucking, from 2005, I'd say, or 2004 to 2010, defense was we've always had a starched fucking defense, but I just, the way Jeffrey would miss field goals, you didn't know for sure.
That's true. I mean, they came out like ducks, and half the time they went straight through the goalposts. The other half, they would, sail off to the right, left, hit off the goalpost, whatever.
And then you worried about the punting. I think it's Waitman, right? I don't want to say his name.
Yeah,
wrong.
Waitman. Oh, yeah. Speaking of punting, yeah.
I mean,
Waitman. He wasn't even our initial punter. It was that Johnston, that Bill Burr lookalike.
Yeah. Or Brandon Johnson. I don't know what his
Brandon Johnston.
Yeah.
I know it.
Yeah.
I know it's Johnston, but Waitman comes in, does perfectly fine with the holding, and is booting 60-yarders. So what more can we ask?
Yeah, it's just fun to watch. Yeah, I'm not really nervous with anything. Kenny was back there. Shit your pants every time Trubisky shit your pants.
Oh, yeah.
You had I don't want to fuck his Presley, right? Presley Harvin.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter. I could get his name wrong. He was terrible. Fucking booting 25-yard, 35-yard punts. We got this fucking guy. I mean,
Bro looked like a hamburger and punted like a hamburger.
I'm just not nervous this season. The outcome, yes, but I'm confident in the play of what the hell we got going on here with Russell and the wide receivers. But
Likewise.
Then second off, Russell Wilson needed us, and the Steelers needed him. There's some page that put out there, Trevor, just like snippets of fucking Sean Payne just ripping his ass on the sideline. And now he's celebrating on the sideline this year. Like, you know what I mean? Like
he's relaxed now. He's
having fun.
Doing little dances. He's having fun. Yeah. It's like old Russ. It's like Seattle Russ.
And he's growing on me. His press conference, very professional. I don't think it's fake. I thought the Pittsburgh love thing was fake. I think he actually loves the city.
Yeah, so, I think he's just goofy. He just projects himself
in
a goofy way. Yeah, he's weird. Don't get me wrong. He's. I mean, you got to be a little to play professional football, but he's. I don't know. I don't know whether he's just like that. I think he's just like that, or it's like a coping thing because of all the stress being a professional athlete brings. But either way, I don't care as long as you're not like throwing rocks through truck drivers' windows or committing SA or, you know, celebrating once you get traded from a team. As long as you're not doing that stuff. Huh?
Doing TikToks on
doing TikToks on the field, taking all your equipment off, throwing it into the stands. As long as he's not doing that. As long as he's just being goofy. Yeah, whatever. Makes me laugh. Makes me joy.
Roomies. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that have happened. There's a lot of scar tissue, Trevor.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I got one more thing to say, but bring up your third point.
Third point. I don't know fully. I want to hear your standpoint on this.
Sure.
And Steeler Nation has voiced their opinion. Did Pickens actually have a hamstring injury? Is this just a thing? Is this the way Tomlin deals with the behavior on the field? That's the biggest.
Well, from what I heard, and it was reported by Pittsburgh media as well, he heard it in practice on Friday.
Okay.
So as far as I know, it's legit.
Okay.
Like
there's a lot of speculation on this.
They can have their speculation.
Okay.
Say what you will about Pickens and Tomlin and the relationship and the attitude. If George Pickens is available, you're putting him on the field.
Oh, I fucking love him. I do.
Same.
I love the chippiness.
I do. Does he take it over the line sometimes? Yeah, that's when he needs to. That's when he needs to knock it off. Right. You know, those Georgia Bulldogs, they tend to bark a little too much. You know what I mean? Which I will say, in regards to that, Broderick's been better.
He's not losing his shit. That's good.
Yeah, he's not losing his shit. He's actually like breaking up scrums. I'm pretty sure he had to pull McCormick back from one of the Cleveland defensive linemen in a little skirmish.
Yeah.
So I was impressed with that. And the other thing I wanted to say, I was impressed with using Russ in the run game, whether it was scrambling or they even ran a couple option plays with him. Normally you put Fields in there, and it is kind of a dead giveaway.
Yeah.
You do that with Russ. I believe we did it. It was either a second or third and short yardage situation, ran an option to Warren, and Russ takes it around the left end, gets the first down, slides. No harm done. He did look awkward sliding.
He did.
He kind of got stuck in the turf a little bit. I was worried. Worried.
Well, he came up weird.
He did. Yes. He came up very weird. Yeah. But I'm like, bro, you played baseball. You know how to slide. Come on.
Yeah. No.
But no, he was all good to go. Yeah. And obviously they used him in like quarterback sneaks and stuff like that too. His willingness to quarterback sneak, normally you don't see a guy his stature sneak as often as he does. Right. Which I know Ben, his stature, he never wanted to sneak.
No, but when he did,
it was effective. It was rare, but it was, it was effective. It was effective. Yeah. I mean, he could have done the tush push with Ben, get behind him and just push.
There's some page, and I think I shared it to you. There's some page that always like every month puts fucking moments by Big Ben. And like, you think back, Trevor, you forget about some of the moments that you see. It's like, okay, 245 guy. He moved pretty goddamn good. He probably did no conditioning, Trevor. He probably didn't know fucking condition. And he moves pretty goddamn good. I'm not gonna lie.
He did good.
So,
That's what he did at Miami, Ohio. So he just kind of,
Just a big son of a bitch,
yeah, big SOB. That you want to get in his way, he's 245. So good luck.
Yeah. But no, transitioning over here, and I don't mean to do this to Raiders fans, talking about a good season to a shit season, 2-11. Again, but there is a spotlight here, and there's a shining light in Brock Bowers. He set the NFL all-time record for most receptions by a rookie. His 87 catches surpass Sam Laporta's record from last year for Detroit at 86. But he did this in 13 games, Trevor. So he's going to keep building on this record.
Yeah, he could easily get to 100, and I think he will within the next 2 games.
And you and me both, and we need to get fucking credit from people out there, Trevor. When they drafted him on draft night, we're like, that's confused. A fucking steal right there. Well, confused, but
I thought they were going to go different position, but yeah, for the talent,
yeah,
good spot.
Yeah, but I still have Michael Mayer, and they need to use him more, but that's okay. That's besides the fact.
Yeah. Obviously, I'm a little biased, but
I think they're just using him as a blocking guy, which is fine. But he saved me in Madden last year. He deserves his fucking respect.
Yeah. His card was utterly insane. He literally carried me from being like an 82 all the way to an 89. I kept his card in there. That was good.
But his response to being asked how it felt to break the record, it's cool. All right, Brock. You're one of the guys. We appreciate you.
He's just Brock Bowers, football guy.
All right,
that's all you really need to know.
Cracked open a fucking Budweiser and put his feet up. Good for you. You fucking American.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's not quite a Joe Burrow lighting the cigar type of moment, but yeah. Crack a brewski in the locker room if you're so inclined.
Yeah.
Good for that guy. Good for the Raiders, too, to have a silver lining around this dark cloud that has been the 2024 season.
Then he had a caveat to that, Trevor. It would be cool to have more wins.
Well, yeah, obviously.
There you go. But
obviously.
We appreciate you, Brock. But no, I'll be back later with debate time. We got Trevor's news and segments here. We appreciate you.
Yeah, just adding on top of recapping this past week for the NFL. I'll start with Lions-Packers here real quick, the Thursday nighter. And I'll start by singing a song from one of the most beloved rock bands of all time, AC/DC, in honor of Dan Campbell, to paraphrase a legendary song, a legendary tune by AC/DC. Dan's got big balls. Yes, he's got big balls. He's got the biggest balls of them all. I don't know why I was snapping. That's not a snapping tune. I was just trying to stay on beat. He's got the biggest balls of them all. He does. Going for it on that 4th and 1 from the Green Bay 21.
Oh.
You could kick the field goal, take the lead, rely on your defense. Dan Campbell says, nah. I got Crash and Sonic back here. I'm going to use Crash. And Crash runs for 7 yards.
Fucking insane.
And then a few plays later, seal it with a Bates field goal. It's beautiful.
And that's a story in itself, but yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, he's wonderful. I picked him up in fantasy. He's done exceptionally well for me.
Yes.
Boswell was long gone. I couldn't get Boswell. He was taken after like week 3.
Yeah.
You know, it is what it is. It is what it is. But again, this one, very action-packed as well. 3 consecutive drives by Green Bay at one point from the first half going into the second half, resulting in touchdowns. They really did keep this game close. But, you know, other than one blemish, Jared Goff for the Lions, he did exceptionally well, threw for 283, 3 touchdowns. Josh Jacobs also scored 3 times, keep pace in yards and touchdowns with the rest of the NFL. He has 11 touchdowns, tied for 5th. And who's ahead of him? Hurts. I know it's Hurts, it's Henry, it's Kyron, and one other guy, Mixon. I believe those are the other 4 ahead of him. He's also 3rd in rushing yards, Josh Jacobs is. So a lot of people question that move. getting rid of Aaron Jones, bringing in Josh Jacobs, proved fruitful for both sides. So excellent for them. What else? What else we got here? A lot of guys for Green Bay had big games. Watson hauled in 4 for 114 yards. Didn't have a touchdown, but being the big play guy that he is. Tim Patrick stepping up for Detroit. He caught 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
He caught 2. I didn't even know Tim Patrick was on the Lions until I watched that game, and he's catching 2 touchdowns. So, good for him. Like I said, very action-packed. Only 2 sacks in this game and only 1 punt in the second half.
Wow.
So a lot of scoring, very exciting stuff. And, of course, at the very end, the teams exchanging field goals. Green Bay was in the lead at one point, 28-24. Then Detroit got a touchdown. Then Green Bay got a field goal. And then that's when Big Balls Dan, who needs a wheelbarrow to haul those balls around the sidelines, stepped up and said, hey, we're going for it here. We're going for it here.
Yep.
And bear in mind, Green Bay scored off of a turnover on downs earlier in the game, so he could have just as easily been questioned for this. But that's Dan Campbell for you.
Yep.
He's consistently overly aggressive.
Yep. No.
And I respect the hell out of him for that. But just as well, Detroit 7 of 15 on third down, 4-5 on fourth down, and they controlled time of possession in that game. And Detroit finding another way to win themselves. They're in a lot of ways similar to the Steelers. They're finding different ways to win. It seems like each and every week. These last couple weeks, it's been tight games. Last week, a little bit more low scoring. This week, a little bit more scoring. And of course, they've obliterated some teams, and they've only lost once.
Yeah. Just before you move on, I got to say this about Dan Campbell, and I don't know if you saw it. He stops his press conference at the end. I think they were asking questions or what have you. He stops it. There's a sports writer that's been covering the Lions for, I forget how many years. They said 40 or 50 years. He goes, I want to congratulate you. And he lists off Vietnam vet, all this shit. And it's just
awesome. I didn't see that. That's cool.
When have you ever seen a coach, though, Trevor?
Yeah.
Mid press conference say, hey, I want to give a shout out to the sports writer that's retiring at the end of the year. I just love the fucking guy. I
don't know that I've ever seen that. That's very cool.
I'll send it to you after.
Yeah, I'll have to give that a watch for sure.
It's very good. It's very good. Yeah.
Excellent.
You never see it, but
no. Hey, congratulations to that guy. Did you happen to catch the guy's name?
Yeah, shit.
If not, that's fine. You can kind of post it later and say, hey.
Yeah.
But congratulations to that guy. Now that's awesome. That's awesome. Then one more game I wanted to cover here. Bengals Cowboys. And the only thing I really wanted to say about this game, I got 2 more words for you. Amani Oruware. You might be out of a job soon.
Trying to remember.
The block punt. Block punt.
What an idiot. Yeah. I didn't know who.
He's just like, whoops.
And then
what happens some plays later? Burrow to Chase. Chase spins inside, runs all the way to the end zone.
Yeah.
Which that's another storyline in and of itself. Jamar Chase might be the Triple Crown winner on a team that might not make the playoffs.
Yeah.
And just for context with that one, he has 1,319 yards, 1,319, 93 receptions, and 15 touchdowns. 15. Utterly ridiculous. And the next closest in each of those respective categories, for yards, Justin Jefferson has 1,170. So he's like 150 yards behind Jamar Chase.
Mm-hmm.
Receptions, Brock Bowers has 87. So 6 behind Jamar Chase. He could actually reach that one. And then Terry and Amon-Ra St. Brown have 9 touchdowns to Jamar Chase's 15. They're both tied for second.
Jesus.
So utterly insane what that passing offense is doing, even in spite of obviously the defense's struggles and the team's struggles as a whole with the record.
Just love watching the Cowboys fuck it up.
Oh, yes. No, it's beautiful.
No offense to you cowgirl fans out there, but
it's a beautiful, beautiful thing.
Yeah.
I heard they might re-sign Mike McCarthy.
I have seen that. Special teams coach. Did you see his reaction? He's like, "Oh yeah, oh what the."
Oh yeah, it was the classic. Usually it's the "Oh no, what are you doing?" Oh yeah, but this one it was the opposite. It was like yes, yes. It reminded me of Jerry in '93 on Thanksgiving. Leon the Cowboys will win. Wait, what the what? Leon Lett? No.
I felt bad for the guy because he was so
fucking. No.
In a matter of like fucking 5-10 seconds, Trevor, his heart just fucking exploded. It was happy, and then what the fuck? Like, and then they lose the game.
I just have to do this for this particular phrase. Give me one moment, please.
Yeah.
There we go.
There it is.
There we go. See if you can hear me here.
Oh yeah.
How about them Cowboys?
How about them? How about them? How about those? Oh
Howdy.
shit! Oh. Hey.
All right, let me get this
shit.
hat on.
No, you're good.
You get the right hat back on.
I love
There
when
we
you
go.
do it.
There we go, my friend.
Fucking.
Okay. That got my energy up, and I'm also out of breath, so we're going to transition into our segments real quick, okay? We'll start with what's more likely.
Very good. Very good. What's more likely with Trevor Dinsmore?
There we go, my friend. You got it this week.
I didn't put the fucking face up there.
I didn't have to point at you. I didn't have to like get your attention and say, "Hey, say the thing."
I'm putting your face up there next week. I forgot to do it. Shit.
Okay. Yeah, you want like a certain photo?
I saved your LinkedIn. I just didn't.
Oh, you did. Oh, you just did the LinkedIn. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That one's professional. That one's good.
Looks good.
Good. Starting, of course, with the gambling portion of things. FanDuel Weekly Special, most likely to hit this week. Drake May and Kyler Murray to each have 10 plus rushing yards in each half. So each of those two guys, 10 plus rushing yards each half. Or Jordan Love and Geno Smith to combine for 6 plus rushing and passing touchdowns. The Drake May, Kyler Murray prop at plus 470. The latter, Jordan Love, Geno Smith prop at plus 550. And yes, those two sets of teams respectively play each other. And I believe that Jordan Love, Geno Smith, that Packers Seahawks game is a Sunday night.
Okay. I'm going to go with the first one. Just watching Drake May, and if you guys haven't out there, I know the Patriots suck, and it's wonderful they suck. But he's like a young Josh Allen. He could be.
He shows promise. He does.
Yes. So I'll go with the first one. I think he could do it.
Okay. I was kind of thinking the same thing.
Yep.
Yeah. I was kind of thinking the same thing. That might low-key be a somewhat exciting game.
Oh, yeah.
Cardinals, obviously on the bubble in that NFC. I forget where they are exactly in the playoff standings right now. And Patriots just looking to prove what they have for the future right now.
Yep.
Seeing what they got. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And let me check here real quick. Ooh, I'm still out of breath. My God.
You're good.
Cardinals are 10th in that playoff race, but they are tied with the Falcons. They're a game behind the Rams and 2 games behind the Commanders. So if the Commanders slip up at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
So
it's best time of the year. Best time of the year.
Oh, December football. Come on.
Oh, different.
And now we get the playoff extending to what is it, January 20th or something?
Yep.
It's a beautiful thing. 2 weeks before the Super Bowl. Wonderful. Wonderful. Love to see it. Absolutely. I'm trying to see. Yeah, what do we got? Cardinals 6-point favorites in that game. Green Bay 3-point favorites in their game. For those that wanted the spread.
Yeah.
Talking rushing TD props here, most likely to finish with more rushing touchdowns this season. Jalen Hurts or Derrick Henry. Hurts is at plus 200. Henry at plus 175 on FanDuel. They both have 13 at the moment. Kyron, and here's the other guy I was trying to think of earlier. It was not Joe Mixon. It was Crash. It was Monty. David Montgomery. They both have 12.
I'll go with Derek's kind of. Yeah, that's tough, Trevor.
You have a lot of things to take into consideration here.
Yeah.
Obviously, those tush-push runs for the
Yep.
Eagles, but they might be sitting guys in the last week,
Yep.
including Jalen Hurts. Ravens on the bubble right now. I believe they're, what are they, sixth
Yep.
in the playoff standings. So they're still trying to
Fine.
posture themselves within this playoff race. They're fifth, actually. They're fifth. They have the tiebreaker over the Chargers.
Okay. I'll go Derek.
Derek? Okay. I was thinking Derek, too.
Yeah.
I think there'll be more opportunities. Well, I don't know if there'll be more opportunities, but I think there'll be more games for Derek to do it.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Yeah.
I mean, unless you instruct Saquon specifically to just sit at the 1 yard line and then just push Jalen Hurts in every time.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes that's what the plays are designed to do.
You're going to fucking ram him in the back and push with your fucking giant thighs, Saquon. That's what you're going to do.
I mean, yeah. Yeah. Broken. I don't know how much broken squat, but I know it's a lot.
I think it was 700 up there, Trevor. I couldn't state it. I remember that video.
How big are Saquon's thighs? I got to look this up because I looked it up one day.
I think it's bigger than our heads.
Definitely bigger than our heads.
Yeah.
28 inches.
Yeah, that's fucking wild. I wear a 27 and a half.
For reference, I have a 30-inch waist. So he has 2 inches less of a quad than I have a waist. Like, good Lord.
Okay. That.
Yeah. Are you just
terrifying? I'm just trying to process that.
You're stunned silent over there.
I just remember him fucking doing that in the weight room and just like, he is massive. His thighs are in 28 fucking, holy
28
shit.
inches. 28 inches.
And that's pure fucking muscle. Shit. Good stuff.
Apparently, he uses turbocharged support sticks, which he uses to leap over and race past defenders.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it says.
And they had to get a bar.
If you can jump over a guy backwards, you got to be doing something.
They had to get special bars brought in. I remember they said at Penn State because that were more flexible. They weren't the standard weight.
Yeah, because he put so much goddamn weight in the things. They had to be bendable, which made it even tougher because the weight's going like gravity's like really working against him now. So
that's good.
But actually, I'm not a scientist. Don't know if that actually makes it more tougher. But I don't know. Either way, it's kind of nuts.
Yep.
So CFB playoff is officially out, and to give the people some context to the bracket, seeds in order from 1 to 12, and of course 1 through 4, your highest ranking conference champions getting buys. Oregon, they will be the home team at the Rose Bowl. Boise State is number 3. Actually, I kind of went 1 to 3 there, but Boise State will host the Fiesta Bowl. All-State Sugar Bowl, number 2, Georgia. And then the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, number 4, Arizona State. And then the matchups for the first round, you got 12 seed at 5 seed Clemson versus Texas. Now, these games are actually at the respective colleges. So these will be the last home games for teams, so to speak. Clemson will go on the road to Texas. Tennessee will go on the road to Ohio State. SMU will go on the road to Penn State. And the one I'm obviously most excited for, Indiana will go on the road against Notre Dame. But we're going to talk about those top 4 seeds for a second here, Billy.
Yep.
Oregon, Georgia, Boise State, Arizona State. Who is most likely among those 4 teams to go one and done?
I want Oregon so bad.
It's not going to happen.
Maybe
they're going to play the winner of the Tennessee-Ohio State game. So, and they've already beaten Ohio State. Well, that could actually be an interesting matchup again.
I'd say Boise State here.
Boise State?
Yeah.
Not Arizona State, really?
No. I caught one of their games, I think in the second half, and I don't know, I forget which one it was. They impressed me. I just have a feeling about them. I don't know what it is, but
I mean, so you say Penn State wins too?
yeah.
Okay. I hope you're correct. I want to say Arizona State losing to Texas, potentially.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to say. As much as I love that Cam Scatterbo, do you see that Cam Scatterbo?
I did.
I mean, you want to talk about a well-built dude.
Yeah.
Dude's going to be a professional wrestler once he's done with football.
Yeah.
I don't know how many touchdowns did he have? 3, 4, 5. I don't know. He was running all up and down the field. He was absolutely ridiculous. Oh yeah. In that Big 12 championship, and Arizona State picked to go last in the Big 12, wins the fucking whole thing.
Yeah.
And gets a 4 spot in the playoff. So impressive for them, but let's see how you do against the big boys, as SEC boys. Provided Texas beats Clemson. That's no gimme either.
No.
The way Clemson's playing.
You brought up Penn State, and I just chuckled.
Yeah.
Did you see that clip of
SMU? What?
Did you see that clip of Franklin at his presser?
What, with the Oregon band?
Yeah. It's like, this is junior varsity here.
Yeah.
I was like, he's fucking pissed. Shit.
He gets annoyed relatively easily.
Well, that was so goddamn. They could have done a better job. Put some sound pro board or whatever the fuck.
Well, they had it in this big conference hall.
It's weird
too. Like, they didn't have it in a private, shielded off room that's, like you said, soundproof.
Yeah,
it's weird.
I mean, you just saw that temper though. Just junior varsity here. Like,
just
like, shit.
Snapped. Well, yeah, he just lost a big game by 1 score. So he's already irritated, and then all of a sudden, the band for the team that just beat them is coming through. Yeah, rubbing it in.
Yeah.
Junior varsity. That's what it is.
I'm sorry for the tangent, but I had to say it.
No, that's okay. That's quite okay. Yeah. Transitioning, if I may, to my team's matchup. Yes. The guy that I had to Google, Kurt Signetti, leads his Indiana bunch into South Bend with a dynamic passing attack, and he did make some comments that he said, hey, Notre Dame lost to Northern Illinois, even though we haven't lost since then, and we've beaten like 6 or 7 bowl-eligible teams, and Indiana's beat 1 or 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, Kurt. I love you, Kurt. Yinzer mob for life.
Yeah.
But you are a cocky sumbitch if you think you are high and mighty over Notre Dame right now.
He take the Twitter with this, Trevor? Or
no,
was
he
this
said it in a presser?
Presser, okay.
Yeah.
Because we've seen coaches just...
Yeah, it was right after, I believe, they announced the playoff, right? Or it might have been after the Big Ten championship.
Yep, I know which one you're talking. Yep, okay.
Yeah, one of those two. I can't remember exactly what it was, but he said it in a presser. He said it, publicly for everyone to hear, and it's like...
Fuck.
Yeah. Oh no, he definitely said it after the CFP announcement. That he said it on that show that they do on ESPN with what's his name, Reese Davis.
Yep.
Reese Davis and the gang.
Okay.
So, but yeah. Focusing on that game for a second.
Yep.
More likely to be the higher total in that Notre Dame IU game. Notre Dame rushing yards or Indiana passing yards. And for context, Indiana averaging 276.9 passing yards per game, Notre Dame averaging 224.8 rush yards per game. So there's some disparity there, but there's also disparity in the quality of opponents that these respective teams have faced.
Just watched a little bit.
I will say IU has not faced a defense like Notre Dame.
That's what
maybe Ohio State, but other than that.
Supporting factor when that Indiana quarterback, when he gets pressure on him, you got to knock him down, Trevor.
Yeah,
we've always talked
you can rattle him. You can rattle him.
I know he's a
senior. He's good. He's good. Kyle Rourke. He's been impressive this year.
Yeah, they rattled him. Yeah, I think Notre Dame can have more rushing yards than passing. They got to get to him and knock him on his ass every fucking play if they can.
And Howard Cross is playing. I know we got another guy coming back as well. Let me search that real quick here. I think is it Jordan Lovett's playing still. I'm getting all these notifications right during the show. You love to see that. Let me see on Instagram here. Oh yeah, Jeremiah Love and Howard Cross, both expected to play. Yeah, I think Howard went out, or excuse me, Jeremiah Love went out. I think it was in the third quarter this past week, and Price kind of had to take over. Forget exactly what the injury was, but I know it was a short-term thing. So he'll be playing, and Cross, who's been out for a few games, he'll be playing as well. So he'll bolster up that run and pass rush.
That's all they got to do. I could see.
Plus, it's in South Bend under
South
touchdown
Bend
Jesus in the Golden Dome.
Yep.
You got to do some repenting while you're there, Mr. Signetti, for all the cocky shit that you've been slewing around. Okay. Go to Sunday Mass and pray when you're done. Okay.
Correct.
Yeah. Say a few Our Fathers as your penance.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, never mind that. Notre Dame kicking your ass is going to be your penance.
Yep. No, I agree.
Moving on from CFB talk for a little bit. Well, actually, CFB playoff. We got the Army-Navy game this week. America's game, if you will. Age-old tradition. And I believe, what meeting is this for these guys? Combined in this series, Navy is 62, 55, and 7. So do that math real quick. 117, 124. This will be the 125th anniversary of this matchup.
Okay.
Very impressive stuff.
Yeah.
And this has been historically a low-scoring one, and it has been really since 2014. There's only been one instance of a team scoring more than 21 points in this matchup. Navy won 31-7 back in 2019. So I'll just ask you this. I believe it's Army that's favored by 6.
Oh, wow. Okay.
More likely to be the higher total. The spread of this game or the amount of touchdowns scored in this game?
Spread of this game.
Spread?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think I'm with you.
I got Army, though, Trevor. I got to say that.
Army.
Yeah.
Favored by 6.5 on ESPN bet. 6.5.
Okay.
I know it varies to 6 on a couple other sports books that I saw, but okay. Yeah, I was gonna try and be fun and say the amount of touchdowns, but I'll say the spread.
It's tradition.
I mean, you could have like a 3-point game, like 17-14. Technically, you had 4 touchdowns, 3-point game.
Yeah,
I could see that happening, but I'll say
field goal battle or 1 touchdown each and a couple fucking field goals. That's that's all right.
It'll be fun though. Yeah, it'll be fun. Get to see a little bit of college football this weekend.
Yeah.
And again, that matchup 3 p.m. Saturday, December 14th on CBS and Paramount Plus.
Hell yeah.
I'll take my royalty check in the mail, CBS. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Moving over to wrestling.
Yep.
We got some introductions of some new titles. I don't know if you've seen this. U.S. and Intercontinental Women's titles.
Oh, very nice.
And the U.S. women's title will be decided this Saturday on Saturday night's main event. We still got 2 semifinal matchups to go here. Bailey takes on Chelsea Green, and Tiffany Stratton takes on Meechin. And the winner of those 2 goes on to Saturday night's main event for the women's U.S. title. So, of those 4, who's most likely to win the women's U.S. title?
Let's give it to Bailey.
Give it to Bailey?
Yeah.
I'm going to say Tiffy Stratton.
She's very talented.
Uber
talented.
technical.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's probably gonna be Bailey and Tiffany in the finals.
Yep.
Bailey's a good sport too. She'll put Tiffy over if she has to,
and
I'd like to see that because it just creates more complications surrounding that women's title. Because what's she gonna use that pink Money in the Bank briefcase for? What else does she have to use it for?
Right.
Or here's a scenario. Somehow Bailey gets through and say Meechin somehow beats Tiffany Stratton. You have Bailey and Meechin. Tiffy comes in and cashes in for the women's U.S. title and makes that more important.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, you remember how Austin Theory cashed in for the U.S. title a couple years ago?
Yeah.
Elevate that U.S. title, right?
Yeah.
If you want to elevate the women's U.S. title right away, that's a decent way to do it. I don't think that's a good use of the briefcase for Tiffy, but I don't know. It all depends on what their intentions are.
That happens. Fans are going to lose their shit.
Oh, it'd be it'd kind of be a short-sighted thing to do, in my opinion, but it would pop. I think.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Yeah, but once the dust settles and Friday Night SmackDown comes around the next week, it's like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
He's no longer carrying the briefcase. Her and Nia, I mean, like Twin Towers, I guess, but
yeah, you got to follow what up. You have to.
Yeah, I mean, Paul Levesque's got a plan. That's all I know.
He
Paul
always
Levesque's
does.
got a plan. So, yeah, either way. Yeah, no, that'll be fun. That'll be fun. That Saturday night's main event. They just added McIntyre versus Sami Zayn as well.
Ooh,
So
very good.
Very exciting. Not a whole lot of build with that one. Just two scrappers and lifers in the industry really going at it.
Yeah, that'll be good.
That'll be a good time. But anyway, that's all I got for this week's edition of What's More Likely, my friend. We are going to move into All In, Raise, Check, or Fold. Let's see those fucking dogs.
Hell yeah.
The dog with a cigar in the back kind of reminds me of Tony Soprano.
How you doing? Where's the ducks? Yeah.
Where's it? You're bringing up those fucking ducks again.
The fuck's the matter with you?
I just watched the one where they it was him and Pussy wasted the one guy that tried to shoot Christopher Moltisanti. They tried to kill Christopher Moltisanti in season 2.
Yep.
Obviously he shot the one guy, I forget his name, but then his partner, they went and wasted him. It's like, you like that Diet Coke? Good, because that's the last fucking drink you're ever gonna drink. Pow! Yeah. And then they just put 17 bullets into him.
It's fucking insane.
Amazing. It's amazing stuff. Yeah. Anyway, on from that, right into we'll get into the heavy shit right away.
Okay.
All in, race, check, or fold. The Penn State Nittany Lions should fire James Franklin if he loses to SMU. Or, fire, buy him out, whatever technical term you want to use.
Replacement, Trevor.
I don't have one at the moment. Ryan Day, he gets fired.
Oh.
No,
wouldn't that be
that's never going to happen.
Holy
that's not going to happen.
Check.
Okay. I'm there too. I'm there too. I think you're getting like very, very close to like, we got to see results now. Okay. We got to see results. And I don't know exactly where the buyout lies this year. I know it's attractive after this year, like starting this year. Maybe you wait till next year to do it, but you got a good path here. You got SMU and Boise State.
Yeah.
Beat SMU on your turf. A team that barely got in there over Alabama, mind you. A 3-loss Alabama team. Who would you rather face, SMU or a 3-loss Alabama? I'm probably going to take SMU.
Right.
Go beat them. Okay? Go beat them. You almost beat Oregon. Go beat SMU.
Yep.
And then while you're at it, go beat Boise State.
Fucking broke my heart. Son of a bitch.
That's all right. It's all right. I kind of half expected that. I knew it was going to be close, and I knew Oregon was going to, at some point, they were going to prove why they were the best team in the nation. I mean, did the refs help them out a little bit here and there? Here's a call, here's a call. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Anyway, sticking with college football playoff. Notice I went right back to it after just talking about it 5 minutes ago. Needed the palate cleanser with the WWE stuff. Now going right back into the playoff.
Yep.
The top 4 teams, the ones that got the buys, being the highest ranked conference winners is bullshit, and that needs to be changed next year. You just seed them 1 through 12. Your conference winners, they get in. But then you seed them, and you play it how it's seeded.
I'll go race there, Trevor.
I'm all in on that.
I don't think they'll do it. That's fine.
I hope they. There's honestly outcries from a lot of high-profile media personnel too.
Yeah,
So,
McAfee included. Yeah,
Herbie,
mm-hmm.
Reese. I think even Desmond said at one time.
Yep.
Saban even. I mean,
Yeah.
Saban was on there griping about his strength of schedule.
Right. Bring the SEC
you bring
commissioner
the
on there.
guy on there. Yeah.
Did you see that with
What?
McAfee, the SEC commissioner? He's like,
I did not see that. What happened there?
Well, they're talking about the bowl games. And he's like, well,
Sure.
there's a couple donors, and then we got the boosters.
Oh yeah, the tie-ins and the networks, and
then the sponsors are going to get pissed off.
Coming from. It's like
like, this guy is a fucking stooge. You should just say it right here, Pat. He is thinking money, not whatever.
That's what it is. It's a business. It's a business. And I had this argument with a good friend of mine. I won't bring him up, but eventually, he was bringing up all these, statistics, analytics as to why Bama should maybe be in there over top of them. And I'm like, okay, so two things. Then conference championships don't matter. And
correct.
This is a business ultimately of entertainment, right?
Correct.
What is the best entertainment?
Mm-hmm.
And you could make the argument that might be Alabama over SMU, but I don't know. I believe I said that in a different context than the Alabama versus SMU stuff, but even still. Well, it was in the context of the SEC championship where Carson Beck got hurt and the back had to come in.
Mm-hmm.
They were comparing it to when Jordan Travis got hurt last year for FSU, and he was kind of talking through all that. I'm like, dude, this guy just won an SEC championship. Obviously, he had the more impressive performance. He was more entertaining. Blah 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 blah. Brought more of a moment than paid Ronamaker.
Yeah.
So
shit. Good point. Mm-hmm.
Transitioning to NFL real quick. And you'll like this one, and I'm excited to see your answer. It's not the Bills that are the biggest threat to Kansas City right now. It's Pittsburgh Steelers. Is Taylor in the room?
No.
Okay.
Downstairs.
Okay.
I'll say all in, but there's a caveat to that. I need to see them against the Eagles.
Okay.
Need to see that.
Without Pickens.
Without Pickens. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. We beat the Eagles. All these motherfuckers out here better be ready, Trevor. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
Because I'll leave it at that. I don't want to go any further. That would be impressive. We were questioning about the Ravens. Saw that.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah. We'll see. No, absolutely. Absolutely.
We dropped the fluke to the Browns. Fuck it.
Again, classic trap game. Mm-hmm. In the snow, coming off a Ravens week on a Thursday. I half expected us to lose that game anyway.
12 days later, we kicked the shit out of them.
Correct.
So, yeah.
Correct.
Tell me.
Correct. I'll say Rays. Rays, though. Only because Bills have already beaten Kansas City this year. They've proven they can beat them at least in the regular season. Have yet to do it in the playoffs. But Steelers haven't proven that they can beat this modern Kansas City team. Obviously, what was it? A couple years ago, we faced them in the playoffs, got blown out of the water. It was Ben's last season.
Yeah.
Got blown out of the water. Rightfully so.
Very sad.
That time. Yeah, it was, sad.
No good time. 13 seconds, though.
Taylor, where are you at? Taylor, is she watching? She's probably watching.
I don't know, but
she might be watching.
That's always.
She's gonna hit you later.
You were always on my mind.
Upside the head.
You were always on my mind.
It's like a rainbow.
Yep. That's the only precursor. Every time they play, it's like, hey, they got the ball here. Let's not get too fucking excited here. Okay, you could. We've been here before.
13 seconds.
Yep. They could do it if they could do it in 13, they can do it in 5. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Yeah.
Gotcha.
You know.
To keep bouncing around sports, we're going to go to MLB.
Oh, yes.
Major news coming out of the Mets organization of all teams, which is weird because the Yankees, from what I heard, offered Juan Soto, similar to what the Mets gave him. The Mets gave him 15 years, $765 million. And for context, I have a little graphic on my phone here to explain that on, say, a per second, per minute, et cetera, basis. So let me pull that up here real quick. There we go. So 765 over 15 years. That is 51 a year. $4,250,000 a month. $139,726 per day. $5,800 an hour, roughly. $97 a minute, and $1.62 every second. Jesus. So you want to count off 10 seconds? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Juan Soto just made $16.20. What did you make? Probably pennies.
Yeah.
So
it's crazy.
Makes me feel good. But yeah. I sincerely hope that a certain friend of ours watches this one back because I'm about to get spicy with it. The Mets are going to win at least one World Series with Juan Soto.
Fold. Yeah, I told it to him last night. And who's
immediately out? No hesitation. Fold.
There's a caveat. Who's the what's longest yard? We always talk about him. We compared him to Russ. What's
Paul
the quarterback? No. The
Brucey.
quarterback. Brucey. So the actual. Yeah, have you seen the? I said it. Yeah. Nick Turro. He's coming at it. Little Mo Mozzarella, whatever the fuck. He's some personality from New York City, but he's like one player doesn't make a team. Very good point. So I'll just leave it at that. Fold.
Yeah. Okay. I'll say Jack. Okay. You got 15 years to do it. And Soto, and I'm not comparing like the importance of players on the football field versus baseball here, because obviously baseball, you're only one of 9. You can go up one at a time and take your swings. Mm-hmm. Football, obviously, a guy like Josh Allen affects every single play, every single offensive play. But what if it's a case of like LeBron and the Cavaliers, like Juan Soto bringing everybody along? Could that happen?
Yeah, Didn't they learn after Bobby Bonita?
Probably not.
Like, what the fuck, man?
They're still paying him.
It could. I can't believe you have the balls.
I think they're still paying him
to do a contract like that after you did something like that prior. That's just interesting. How much is guaranteed out of that, Trevor? I have not seen that.
Out of the 765?
Yes. And I don't mean to put you on the spot here. I'm just very interested.
That's totally fine. Spot track Juan Soto. Let's see here. Taking a minute to load, excuse me. No, it's fully guaranteed.
Holy shit.
765.
I'm not going to wish this upon anything. Let's say he drops something on his foot. He has some freak injury. Never can play again. That's just wild to me.
I imagine there's injury clauses and stuff in there, but
you think so? Okay.
I would imagine. Like if he quits on the team after 3 years.
Just as fucking I'm done. Yeah.
Good.
That's fucking wild.
Yeah, man's 26 years old as of October 25th this past year, so that contract will run until he is 41.
Again, you're more equipped in this area. Average age for an MLB player.
I don't know that one.
Okay.
I don't
know. This is just
like
wild
an average
to
age
me.
of an MLB retiree.
Yeah. I keep putting you on the spot here. It piqued I thought of you right when I saw this. I was like
29 and a half years. Average age of retirement in the MLB.
Well, somebody's getting paid more than me to make these decisions. So hopefully it works out. Or you're going to be
to what is it? Baseballscouter.com. I don't know who that is, but
well, they're going to be with the fishes if this doesn't work out. That's all I have to say. Whoever made this.
Yeah.
So
it's Juan Soto though. He's pretty good. Plus, he's going to bring fans into the ballpark. They're going to buy his jersey, his bobbleheads. All he does a little Soto shuffle thing.
Ticket prices are going to be
through the roof.
Yep,
through the roof.
Hope you enjoyed your time.
Oh yeah. I mean, Queens is probably going to install one of those traffic taxes like they got in Manhattan. So
yeah,
might as well.
Yeah,
more taxes. New York City, more taxes.
Yeah. Shit.
God, I
good conversation.
I love your governor.
Oh, wonderful person.
Yeah, she's a beaut. She's a beaut.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, real quick on NBA, we need to start paying attention to the Lakers and Sixers because Sixers are starting to win some games. Lakers are kind of back and forth.
Yep.
Nah. You gonna go check then? Fold? What are you doing?
Not for the Sixers part. What's the
six? We got to pay attention to the Sixers and Lakers. That's my thing. That's my
because you got the Sixers in there, I'll go Rays, but
okay,
I could really give a damn about my Lakers.
Yeah, okay. So check on your Lakers and Rays on my Sixers.
Sure.
Okay, I'm good with that.
Know my feeling on Jeannie Buss right now.
Sure.
So
sure. Oh, and if I didn't say it with Juan Soto, I'm at did I say it was at a Rays? Can't remember if I said that. I said it was at a Rays.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because of the length. Anyway, switching back, WWE, little palate cleanser before we get into on a scale. Turning the New Day and DIY heel, fucking genius.
All in.
Same here. Did you hear the booze that New Day was getting last night?
Oh.
That was, dare I say, Dom Mysterio heat.
Yep. Yes.
They couldn't get a word in. I don't know if that was by design or if that was, if that was just natural.
Usually when they come out to the viewers out there, I haven't been watching it as much as I should. I watched clips and highlights and shit, but usually when they come out, everybody's happy, cheering. Yeah. Oh my God. And now it's like, fuck you.
New Day rocks. Now it's New Day sucks.
Yeah.
New Day sucks. Fuck you, Xavier. They have to bleep that out. They won't have to bleep it out in about a month. They go on Netflix.
Yeah.
So you don't got to bleep it out anymore.
There's always a woman. Every highlight, like some high intense moment, though. Trevor, there's always it's either a guy or a woman just fucking screaming their lungs off. It's like,
no,
what the fuck am I listening to?
Yeah. Well, it's like that. It's like that one Betty or Ron at the high school football games.
Yeah.
They would just talk over everybody else. There was a hold, ref.
Jesus Christ. I love it. I love the energy.
But instead, it's like, fuck you, Kofi.
Yeah. And they used to love it's just amazing how.
Yeah. It flipped just within 1 week. I mean, you go after a guy that, broke his neck and might not ever be medically cleared again.
Yep. I hope you fucking die. I loved you last week, but fuck you. Whatever. All right.
Well, not only that, the stuff that they did backstage, like people weren't even look at him. Cody Rhodes said something to him.
Really good job with that.
Said something along the lines of, "I'm ashamed of you guys."
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Craziness. All encompassing the way that they do things now. It's just everything's just consistent tone with each one of their characters. It's good.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. Yeah. And DIY turning heel to win the titles. Ciampa was kind of teasing that for a while. He was, trying some devilish tactics to try and get one over, whether it was on the Machine Guns or the Street Profits, other SmackDown tag teams. Mm-hmm. I think that was the right move as well. I think that'll elevate them a little bit. And hopefully they get a decent run with the titles. And they can go mano-a-mano now. It gives the WWE tag team division 2 fresh heel tag teams.
Yep.
Which, honestly, it was kind of sorely needed.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now we can have all the DIY Motor City Machine Gun matches we want. And I'm all here for that.
Mm-hmm. I love when people go heel. I love it.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
It's better than the face turns.
Yeah.
And justifiably going heel too.
Yeah.
Which I mean, the New Day thing was kind of a bit of a stretch with the broken neck, but they made some decent points.
Yeah.
And just the fact that they did that to that magnitude gave them a shit ton of heat. And DIY, that was justified enough going after the tag titles. And they were frustrated with all the losses piling up over the last couple of years. So
yeah,
makes some semblance of sense there.
Mm-hmm. Good shit.
No, absolutely. That's all I got for this week's edition of All In, Raise, Check, or Fold. We're going to move on to, on a scale of 1 to 10, are they fucked?
Hell yeah.
Bring on Nicolas Cage.
Let's get it.
Love that meme. Love that meme.
Trevor, just.
Yeah. I can't even do it because I'm smiling.
It's good shit. It's good shit.
I can't even. I can't do a Nicolas Cage.
What the fuck did you say? Like, that's what I don't know. There's so many ways you can take that.
I'm going to steal the Declaration of Independence.
Yeah. Very good movie.
I enjoy it.
Very good. Yes.
I enjoy it. This is more of a, like, I didn't know this was going to happen. Is he a little screwy in the head type of a question? On a scale of 1 to 10, is he fucked? Bill Belichick for entertaining this UNC job.
So the girlfriend goes to UNC, if I'm not mistaken. I've seen reports.
That I don't know.
Okay. I did see.
But I know she's like in her 20s or something.
Yeah. Now I gotta fact check that and make sure.
I'll Google it while you're giving your opinion here.
I'm just surprised. No, and I think the viewers out there as well. If you hate him or love him, I can't believe he wasn't picked up, or I can't believe he's considering going down a tier. But I'd say 8. That's where I would be at.
Oh, gotcha. Jordan Hudson is 24 years old.
Okay.
What do we got here? Belichick's girlfriend, Jordan Hudson, leaving UNC, clues on Instagram.
Oh, leaving. Okay.
Yeah, not. Like
Maybe
leaving clues, like teasing it a little bit.
Okay.
That was as of. That was today, actually. That article by the New York Post was released at 4:30 today.
Okay. Maybe she doesn't attend, but he doesn't have to bring Steven on the staff. Just leave Steve in Washington. We don't.
I'm with you there. Like, let him pave his own path, man. Like, you got him the job with the Pats, and now you're going to bring him with you to UNC. And allegedly, he has like this whole Bible of how to, transfer UNC into like an NFL type of organization.
Yep.
I'm like, okay. And he even said it on, I think it was McAfee, like they're going to be a collegiate program, but NFL style collegiate program.
Yes.
I'm like,
yeah.
Okay, so you're moving on from Mac Brown to a guy about the same age who wants to run it like an NFL team.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead, UNC. Yeah, I'd say I was around an 8 as well.
Yeah.
I'll say 8.
Just fucking retire.
Weird. I mean, I get it. You still want to coach, and some guys work to live, right? They work to stay alive, and a lot of those football coaches, that tends to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Belichick's the same way. He's good on TV, though. I'll give him that.
Well,
I like him on TV. Him and Saban both.
Here's the thing. I think in the last year, we've seen he has a personality. It's not just stone cold, sad motherfucker. Why not? He could make millions, Trevor, just going around speaking to coaches.
That's what I would do. Yeah,
just
be like a consultant for programs. Somebody will cut you a paycheck.
Oh, fuck yeah, they would.
Yeah,
fuck yeah. I don't know. It's very interesting. So,
going right back on to like, not are they fucked in the head, but are they like, what's wrong with these guys? Are they? I guess it is. Are they fucked in the head? On a scale of 1 to 10, are they fucked? Whoever the hell keeps breaking into these NFL and professional athletes' homes? What the hell are they doing?
I'd say, are they fucked?
Joe Burrow, latest victim,
Yeah.
I believe it was a bedroom he had ransacked. Somebody got in through a window, and yeah, it wasn't good. They didn't get his Batmobile, though. I don't believe.
Yeah. I'll say 9. But
Okay. I'm saying 10. I'm saying 10, but go ahead.
There's a caveat to this, and I'm not condoning doing crimes, but there is a whole system. McAfee went through it today. They learn your schedule. They sit outside. They watch stalking them. And I wasn't surprised when they're like, "Oh, Joe Burrow." The guy seems ditzy a little bit, Trevor. Like, if there was a black car outside his house, I don't think he would notice. Like, hey, these people are staking out my fucking house. I don't.
He's probably too busy. He's probably too busy admiring his Batmobile.
Correct.
You know what I mean? Or hanging out with Jamar and playing Madden. I don't know.
But that's scary shit. So, high-profile people are getting robbed. Security systems, and then he's like, "Oh, they know they have 3 minutes until the cops arrive," or whatever the fuck it is, or the alarm sends a.
Oh yeah, that's why the one bedroom was ransacked. The security system went off, and
it's amazing. It's amazing, but it's not good. They need to figure it out. But it's just how they're able to hack and get into shit. I don't know. It would be terrifying. That's all. Oh. McAfee had to move. He talked about that. Did you hear about that?
I'll have to watch that too.
Yeah.
I didn't
because they found his address and they started belittling his wife, and she's taking care of the baby while he's at the studio. It's like, holy shit!
Like he had to move his Indianapolis address.
He had to move out of the house to a new house because of people knowing his address and coming to the house and not leaving him alone. And shit. Oh yeah. He talks about it. I'll send it to you.
People are fucking crazy, man.
I told you. You say one thing on here.
Like asking for an autograph and, being a fangirl is one thing, but like stalking somebody and like taking from them, people in that mindset, I'll never understand it. Maybe because I was raised right and have good influences around me. I don't know.
Right. I can see shit talking, but there's
shit talking's fine. That's not.
You show up to someone's house.
Shit talking is one thing, and you do that in person but be prepared to be dealt with accordingly. A la Jason Kelsey slamming that guy's phone.
Yeah.
You want to be a keyboard warrior, you want to hey Jason, how does it feel that your brother's gay? Bing. He's Jason Kelsey. It's like he's 330-pound man. He could easily just flatten you and suffocate you.
Yeah.
And just like these NFL players could probably do it too, but I don't know. People are crazy. My philosophy: if you're not going to say something to somebody's face, don't say it on Twitter.
Yep, crazy fucking world.
But not too many people abide by that standard.
No,
so whatever. Yeah. It is what it is. And I don't know. Don't commit crimes, people. Don't commit crimes. Yeah.
Let's just
leave the crimes to everybody else. Okay. Don't commit crimes. Don't commit crimes. So Carson Beck suffered an elbow injury in the SEC championship game. Currently, no timetable for his return, so he could potentially be out for Georgia's playoff game against the winner of Notre Dame and Indiana. If that's the case, and let's say they got to play Notre Dame.
Right.
On a scale of 1 to 10, are they fucked? Georgia.
I go 7.
I was thinking like a 6. 5 or a 6.
Okay.
Because the backup that they put in there, he looked decent.
He's not Carson.
Wasn't bad. No, he wasn't Carson. Yeah. But you modify the offense. You have a whole, however long it is to game, like 3 weeks to game plan it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It more suited to his strengths, which is, the mobile game, stretch runs, options, stuff like that. You have a little bit of time to, Get your offensive line prepared for that. Get your skill guys prepared for that. Get everybody on the same page with the same syllable, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
And it could be interesting, but I'll say 6, just because it was Sutton and Carson Beck's been their leader for a couple years now. So different voice in the huddle. It's got to be a little weird.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We talked about this guy earlier, made a key mistake in the Browns-Steelers game, muffed a punt, and then was subsequently waived by the Browns. Saw that earlier today on Instagram.
Oh, wow.
On a scale of 1 to 10, as he fucked Kadarius Toney in his NFL career?
9.
I'd say a 10.
Yeah.
I'd say a 10.
He might be
got some of the attitude issues, and obviously, he ain't got no hands.
Yeah. I think he might be a practice squad guy. That's the only reason I'm going to 9.
Okay. That's reasonable, but I'm going to go full-fledged, say it then.
Okay.
I like it. Okay. Hey, blowing right through this. I like it. Yeah. Switching back to college football. I should have written these in a different order, but it's okay. Lane Kiffin came out, said cramming the portal window in before the bowl games is quote unquote a dumb system. This question more in line of if you agree with him on a scale of 1 to 10, is it fucked this whole portal before the bowl calendar window?
10.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I'm at like a 12 on that.
Trevor, I think, it's been a year. Or maybe longer. I think the early stages of NIL kind of led to 2 years ago. There's no structure here. It's a fucking shit show.
We're getting there, but it's not. Yeah,
we need parameters. Fucking put that
the
in
whole
here.
NIL transfer. Yeah, I mean, you get guys transferring to like 5 different schools within 5 years, and like taking a red shirt 1 year because they got hurt.
Yeah,
I mean, Christ, you had a guy at Miami playing college football for 9 years because he was injured all the time.
Yep, COVID year. And
well, what's his name? Cam Rising out of Utah. He's in his like 7th or 8th year, gonna be in 2025. I think him and what's his name? That Georgia quarterback, Stetson Bennett. I think they started playing college football the same year.
Jesus Christ.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Stupid. How long you can, it just gets to a point where it's like, I don't know, stick with your team, or like, hey, college football might not be for you. Right. Sorry. You're getting a degree. Go get your degree. But no, I mean, I get it. Lifelong passion of theirs. It's their dream.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, from an outsider's perspective, when is enough enough? Yeah. It just kind of contributes to I don't want to say a fully broken system, but still a pretty broken system. Yeah. Pretty broken system that's really Wild Wild West still.
Yeah. Cutthroat. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah. Saban said it. That's why he got out. I'm not talking football. I'm talking about business ventures. And
what kind of sponsorship deals am I going to get? Am I going to get a foundation named after me? Am I going to,
shit.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see where this thing goes, though. That's all I got for this week's edition of On a Scale of 1 to 10. Are they fucked? We're moving on to our grand finale debate time with Drew Billy. I got your back right there. I get you.
I appreciate it.
Of course. Get this mic off the stand here.
All right, here we go.
There we go. That.
All right, another week of debate time here. It's interesting questions. Trevor has some questions too to throw in. But starting off here, who's at this stage right now? Who's winning MVP, Barkley or Allen?
Ooh, you have odds?
I do not have the.
You don't have odds? I'll pull up the odds.
Shit.
I'll pull up the odds. You got your opinion on it?
Josh, I don't know, Trevor.
He's doing some unprecedented shit.
With what we've alluded to almost every week. The lineup, Lewis and Stephon, holy shit.
It looks like Josh is minus 450, Saquon's plus 550.
Okay.
Might depend
gotta
on
go
if
Josh.
Saquon sets the record. That might make the margin a little tighter, but I kind of have to agree with you. It's probably Josh. Done and done.
Sunday's performance, I was like, okay, I'm going to swallow my fucking pride. He's
Joshy.
Yeah.
Joshy.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Isn't that your wife's athlete crush?
Taryn. Taryn
Who?
Johnson. Taryn Johnson on the Bills.
Really?
He's number 7. Yeah.
Oh, still
He's
playing
the
with him?
cornerback. Yeah.
Okay.
I-
Likes him, huh?
Wore 24. That's my favorite number.
Yeah.
She I think is the guy's only and biggest fan. No one else gives a shit about Taryn fucking Johnson. Maybe they do.
No.
But he is like Josh Allen. Her, like the rest of the Bills fans view Josh Allen.
Yeah.
I don't know. But
that's not what I asked though. Is that like her crush though?
Yeah.
Loves
him.
That's her crush. Okay.
Loves him. Every time he makes a tackle, Taryn. Like,
what?
It's fucking.
Ooh.
Josh just he just steamrolled fucking 3 other guys. But all right, we got the tackle. All right.
Sure.
Yeah. All right. Whatever.
Hooray.
Will Bears ownership ever sell the damn team?
No.
It's a fucking disaster.
Why would they?
It's a disaster.
I'm aware of that.
We need.
Rooney's never sold.
Yeah.
It's hard as hell to sell any Packers stocks.
Yeah.
Only publicly owned team in the NFL still.
Yeah.
How long have the Fords been owning Detroit?
I'd have to look that up for a while.
Probably since inception, I would imagine.
Just pets down.
Yeah. I mean, I guess Dallas didn't really run in the family, did it? It was Tex Schramm and then Jerry.
Yeah.
I don't know. But to me, Bears, too ingrained, too rooted in tradition, much to their detriment when it comes to on-the-field play.
Mm-hmm.
But front office-wise, ownership-wise, it ain't changing.
Okay. So we've seen a spurt from Bo Nix. So I had to ask you this, Trevor. Who's going to win Rookie of the Year, Gene Daniels or Bo Nix?
Ooh.
Or Brock Bowers, I guess you could throw in there now.
That's a good one. Actually, I think I still have FanDuel up here for potential Rookie of the Year stuff. I got to take this Josh Allen bet off before I get in trouble.
Yeah.
Let's see. Jaden minus 270, Bo Nix plus 230, but Bo Nix is closing fast.
Came out slow. Jane came out hot. Jane kind of taking a step back a little bit, maybe. Bo taking a step forward.
I tell you what, I got to look at these teams' respective schedules here real quick. Let me pull them up.
Okay.
Let's see. Denver.
I'm gonna go fucking piss real quick because I'm gonna piss my pants. Okay. These odds.
Okay.
All right. Just keep it going. I'll be right back.
I will.
You got it.
A piss break live on Buckle Up with the Boys. Thought I'd seen it all, but here we are, folks. So anyway, Broncos, they got, Colts, Chargers, Bengals, Chiefs left. Not ideal. And a couple of those being divisional games as well. Washington has the Saints, Eagles, Falcons, Cowboys. I tell you the truth. I mean, Saints, Eagles, good defenses. Same thing with the Cowboys if they get out in front. And Bo Nix has shown up in a couple division games this year. They've been decent. But, I don't know. I probably would say Jaden. Now, I don't think Bo Nix is going to close the gap.
Just pissed in half of my body weight. Apologize, folks. All right. What the hell were the odds, Trevor?
No, I was just running through the schedules. Odds minus 270 for Jaden Daniels, plus 230 for Bo Nix, and consolation prize to Brock Bowers bettors plus 1,000. He is. It's not bad.
Very interesting. Okay.
Yeah. I'm still not taking Brock as impressive a season as he's had. Yeah. It's a quarterback-centered league. Awards are generally going to go to quarterbacks, offensive awards.
Okay.
But anyway, I was still saying Jaden because Commanders, they got Saints, Eagles, Falcons, Cowboys left. And the Broncos, they had a couple divisional games, including the Chargers and Chiefs. Pretty good defenses. Spagnuolo's absolutely insane. I mean, Christ, his defense has to not give up 20 points because the Chiefs aren't scoring 20 points. And then the Chargers, Harbaugh's philosophy. Hard-nosed, one of the best defenses in football is the Chargers right now. Hard-nosed football, run game. Not going to give Bo Nix a lot of opportunities there. The Bengals he'll be able to electrify the crowd with that one, maybe. They're actually going to Cincinnati, and maybe Cincy has something to prove, but Nix might put up good stats regardless. And Colts have a decent defense. I don't know. I'm going to go with the guy that currently is the odds-on favorite, but to me, he has more opportunity to get win a playoff game too.
Okay. No, I agree with you. Well, next though, damn.
Yeah, because Washington could go in. They could face if they even get up a couple spots. Actually, let me see where they are right now. NFL standings playoff. Washington is 7, so as of now, they would be playing Philly, so they might have to get up like a spot or two, maybe play the Seahawks, Bucks, or if the Falcons come back and somehow win the NFC South.
Right.
There's an opportunity there for Jaden. But on the AFC side, you got the Steelers, Bills, Chiefs up top. Ravens are a pretty good playoff team normally. Chargers are tough as hell. Houston, there's a chance against Houston, though, if they can somehow rise up to the 5. Imagine if Denver rises up to the 5 spot and they play Texans in the wildcard round. That'd be fun. Nix versus CJ Stroud. Be a good time.
Yeah. CJ's cooled off a little bit. He's heard some noise, but all right. This is an interesting one. Favorite breakfast food?
Favorite breakfast food?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, apple. Actually, apple a day keeps the doctor away. I have an apple every morning with usually a cereal or oatmeal.
Okay. I was going to say omelet. Doesn't really matter what the fuck's in it. I just
close second is bacon.
Yeah.
Bacon.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
No.
Not big of not too big of an omelet guy. Not too big of an eggs guy unless I go to a diner. If I'm
Correct.
Totally honest.
I can't make it how the fuck. I don't know how they do it.
I can. I've done it before. Sundays at my house from basically throughout my teenage years until I moved out, we'd have omelets, eggs every Sunday. We'd have a nice little spread for the 4 of us.
Fuck yeah. But yeah, that's all I had. Trevor, you got some?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I do. Talking about Christmas movies here, my friend.
Yes.
Yeah, and talking about a very, I guess, still a hot topic. This one's kind of sort of been settled, but I want to know your opinion on this.
Okay.
Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
I never watch it.
You never watched it?
No, I've watched it. I just don't. I watch.
You don't watch it like at Christmas?
No.
So no.
No, it's on. I know it's fucking on, but no.
No, it is on. It is on.
Yeah.
I was gonna say no as well for a different reason.
Okay.
I forget where it was at, but Bruce Willis himself said it's not a Christmas movie. Die Hard is not a Christmas movie.
Okay.
Yeah. Whatever event he was at, it was some award show or something. He gets up to the podium and he says, "Let me make one thing very clear. Die Hard is not a Christmas movie." And I'm like, okay, well, I guess it's not then. I guess it's not.
Yeah.
But that does beg the question, what's a better Christmas movie between these two? Two all-time classics in terms of Christmas movies. Home Alone or Elf? I'm a deviant with these questions, aren't I, Billy?
Oh, God damn, that's tough. I go Elf.
I was thinking Elf.
I'm going to go Elf. I love Home Alone, though. I love Home Alone, too.
Fantastic.
Tree
I do
got weird.
quote I do quote Joe Pesci quite a bit around this time of year. Hassa fassa.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's one. That's two.
Yeah.
That's three.
Yeah.
Ting, 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 ting. That's
Yeah.
four.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
Fucking when Marv goes down and into the basement and turns on the sink and the tarantula on it. Oh my God. It's good stuff. It's good stuff.
Shit.
Puts his hand on the on fire doorknob. Ah!
Yeah.
Slips down the stair. That's good. That's good. But I do quote quite a bit from Elf too, and I'm a big Will Ferrell.
I love Will Ferrell.
So
yeah.
I'm singing. I'm in a store, and I'm singing. I'm in a store. There's no singing in the North Pole. Yes, there is.
Yes. It's good shit. It's good shit. No. Both those I watched all the time. Elf. I don't get bored of it. I don't know how to explain that in a better way, but I just enjoy it.
Same here. Same here. Like I could probably quote it from front to back if you gave me the time, but it just doesn't get old. Yeah, it doesn't get old, and it plays every single year around this time of year.
Yep.
Let me ask you something. How much do you watch A Christmas Story when they do that marathon on TBS? Do you watch that at all?
Yeah.
I know how much you're going to watch it this year with the Steelers playing, but normally.
I'll probably catch it one or two times in full.
Okay.
I'll be
same here.
Yeah.
Especially on Christmas when like I go to relatives' houses and stuff, and you're just kind of sitting around BS and you have A Christmas Story on.
Yeah. I think I've watched it in full maybe 8 or 10 times. I always catch it halfway through or fucking.
Oh yeah, you
flip it on.
Sure.
It's like, okay, I remember where we're at now. Okay.
One part you're at the leg lamp, the next part they're at the mall visiting Santa and getting pushed down the slide. Yeah.
Yep. Tongue stuck to the pole. Yeah.
Yeah. That's so funny.
It's a good one.
Where's Fleck?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. He's still there. Yeah. Oh shit.
Fire department has to show up and pull him off. Funny.
Yeah.
That's funny. Anyway, staying with the theme of Christmas, a lot of people hopefully in the middle of or finishing up their holiday shopping.
Yes.
And wanted to tie that in with our Be a Man question of the week here.
Yep.
Is it more, I guess, manly or I don't know, courteous, manly, whatever phrase you want to interpret this as, to let your wife do the shopping if she wants to do it, or you go and help her out? Or excuse me, you volunteer to go do it. Like you do it yourself.
And it's sad.
Either you let your wife do it if she wants to, or you go and take the lead on it.
It's sad because now it's more online, you know what I mean? So
well, Cyber Monday, Black Friday.
I guess discussing it.
You know, I don't prefer to just go back and forth.
Yeah. Oh, this is this. Okay, that sounds good. Nice. Okay. Yeah. And then you get to the last or couple people, and it's like, okay, I really don't give a fuck. Whatever you think.
I'm getting to that point.
It's like, hey,
I'm getting to that point.
Yeah, it's nothing. It's just, let's get it. Let's wrap it up here. Literally. No point intended.
Yes.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up. Get it done. Get it done with. So
we forgot about this. All right. Well.
So which do you prefer though? If you prefer to let her do it, you a shopper?
I like shopping, yeah.
You like shopping?
Yeah.
Okay. I like online shopping. I don't. I like the way Black Friday was 10, 12 years ago. Not in a million years, whatever.
I couldn't do that. No.
But now, you got doorbuster deals, you got Cyber Monday, Black Friday. It's all online.
Yep. Yeah. I'm okay. I'll take lead on some stuff and then other stuff. Yeah.
Okay, so a mix.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the
I don't
middle.
mind it though. It's like
Yeah.
fuck, let's get it done. Yeah.
I got you. Well, I'm still single a bee, so I gotta do it all myself.
Well, it's hard.
I mean, I have a spreadsheet.
Yeah, it's like, well, and then you forget. Okay, wait, did I get that? And then you got to go, through the boxes, Amazon boxes, what have you, and you're like, oh, okay, we're good.
Oh yeah, I always open the boxes, empty them out, sort it into piles. I'm very I got a filing cabinet of a brain, so it, and I'm an accountant, so I got a very jigsaw puzzly of a brain, so I can do that.
Oh, a good one. Good.
Thank you.
It's stressful as shit, but
oh no, it is.
It's worth it.
It's 100%, to see, you're doing something nice for somebody. You see the joy on their face a little bit. Give them something that they want or need, and spread Christmas cheer, singing loud for all to hear.
Yep. Hell yeah.
Another little elf quote for you.
Yeah, good shit. But anything else, Trevor?
That is all I got, my good buddy.
Okay.
Go Lurs, go Nittany Lions, go Irish, as always.
Hell yeah. Another episode of Buckle Up with the Boys here with your host, DB, and host Trevor Dinsmore. We hope you enjoyed the episode content. As always, stay safe out there. Have a good day. Have a good night. God bless. And as well, we're on TikTok now. Make sure to follow us on there. I guess, it's a beautiful thing. I'm still figuring it out. It's a cutthroat
and that's
community.
At Buckle Up with the Boys, no spaces.
No spaces. Oh, look, yep, all lowercase.
At Buckle Up with the Boys on TikTok.
As well, what the hell else was I going to say? Instagram, make sure to follow us on there. Facebook. But we'll be back next Tuesday at 8 o'clock as always. But make sure to see some snippets from our episodes and all of our socials now. And see me and Trevor's beautiful faces. We appreciate it as always, though. All gas, no breaks, Trevor.
Dan's got the biggest balls on planet Earth.
I got to get an AC/DC section for him. That would be. No, we're not doing that. No. It was a pleasure. Goddamn song. Fucking time.